Okay, so today's brand review is going to be a little bit different. The majority of the video, I will be sitting here with no makeup at all. And the reason behind that is that the brand we're talking about, I mean, you saw it in the title, or like the person behind that brand is basically the face, the sign, the pusher, the like empowerment of natural beauty, of no makeup, of elegant vibes, of embracing who you are. And the second reason is actually I only have two products from Bobbi Brown. One being the vitamin enriched face base that you probably already know is one of my favorite primers, and the other one is the, what's it called? The Sculpt and Glow palette in light. So these are the only two products that I own from the brand since, how do I describe this without sounding disrespectful? Because the brand's products are not the vibe I'm aiming for, but I love the products, you know? Does that make any sense? Like, I love her eyeshadow duos. I love her skin products, but it's not what I typically wear. Therefore, I don't have a lot of products. But you know what? I don't think that that is a problem. We can still do this video, and just by me sitting here for most of the time without makeup, it's also kind of nice. Oh, I lied to you. I do have three products. The third one is the corrector that they have in the shade, what am I? Porcelain Bisque, but I haven't opened it yet since I still have something left in my Charlotte Tilbury corrector. But this got recommended to me over Instagram, so haven't opened it yet, but I will as soon as the Charlotte Tilbury one is empty. Let me just very quick apply some eye primer before I head into the enriched face base. And I have done one of my 1-minute review videos on the vitamin enriched face base, and I even talked about this in the top 3 primers that I started a series, but I never finished that series because I'm a lazy fuck. But the vitamin enriched face base is, if not, is it? No. I think at the moment I would rank this at second place, but you will see a ranking very soon in the next month, because the rankings, like the end of year rankings of every product that I own, will be starting in December. So keep an eye out, of course, on that. But the vitamin enriched face base is probably the only primer that I have ever used that works with every foundation. The only foundation that I tested this with and it didn't work with was the Westman Atelier foundation stick. They kind of had a problem with each other. I don't know, maybe they had a like unsolved argument, who knows, but they didn't work well together. But everything else, and let me tell you, I tested this, I think, with over 40 foundations now at this point. Everything has worked. Quick side note, if you're a fan already of this and you want to stock up on this, wait till the holidays. Like, now is the season to buy this, because you can get 2 of these for the price of 1. Or if you buy this outside the season, or see this video when this is not a deal that you can get, they have minis too of it, because this comes with 50 ml. Like, this is a full normal face cream size. But you can also buy a smaller one, I think that's 20 ml. So the person Bobbi Brown herself was born on April 14th in 1957. In 1980, she finished college and moved the Emerson College, where she was like masking thing, doing, I don't know the correct English word. But she moved then to New York City, where she actually started to work as a makeup artist. And already in 1981, she did her first editorial shooting with Glamour magazine. And only 6 years later, in 1987, she had her first cover magazine shoot for Vogue. And that is with Naomi Campbell. When I Googled the like history of the brand and of the person, I found I think it was an interview style from Harvard Business School, where Bobbi Brown said she actually had the idea of this brand because she was sick of red lipsticks. And that's why in 1990 she started to work with different chemists to create basically 10 colors of nude lipsticks. Yes, Bobbi Brown is the mother of your nude lipstick. She's the one who was sick of reds and darks and wanted to have the nude. And in 1991, by the way, this is the year I was born, she had her first presentation at Bergdorf Goodman in New York City. And she said that she expected actually to sell maybe 100 lipsticks in the first month. but she sold over 100 lipstick only on the first day. So there was a need for nude lipsticks, I guess. And already in 1992, she launched one of the most, still to this day, popular makeup items ever, the Bobbi Brown foundation stick. And it was the first foundation on the market that had yellow undertones. And she did a revolution to makeup, to the appearance of people, to the appearance of models. And in 1995, she launched part of her makeup with a skin prep line that was there to prep the skin for makeup. The vitamin-enriched face base actually was not part of that. That got released in the beginning of the 2000s and is like approximately like 22 years now on the market. In 1996, her website Bobbi Brown Cosmetics was born, and in 2003, like we have like a bigger skip because between those years nothing really happened. Another viral product launch still to this day. And let me tell you, from this product in 2023, worldwide is sold one item per minute. Like, depending on how long the video is, that's the amount of products, of items, this special thing is sold in that amount of time that I'm talking. And I'm talking about the famous Shimmer Brick highlighter. Every minute gets one Shimmer Brick sold worldwide. I mean, just think about that. And this product is now 20 years old. 20 years ago, she came out with this product and people are still losing their mind. They're still shitting their pants for the freaking Shimmer Brick. I owned a Shimmer Brick too, years ago, but I don't remember what actually happened with it. I think mine broke. In 2027, she opened her own like studio in Montclair, New Jersey. And this is like a Bobbi Brown makeup store, but also with a like trainings department for makeup and her own photo studio. In 2029, Barack Obama's president, Joe Biden is the vice president, and for the like whole party where they like announced the president, she was the one who did the makeup for Joe Biden. I mean, it's like a very random fact, but it's also kind of an honor to do this. At least for you Americans, I guess. In 2010, she started her Pretty Powerful campaign, which basically started to show before and after pics of real women in makeup. And she got appointed by Obama to the Advisory Committee for Trade Policy and Negotiations. In 2011, she celebrated basically 20 years of Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, and the new online magazine, Magazine Meets Blog, went online. I think I didn't mention that, but in the same year where she brought out the skin line for prepping makeup in 1995, she already sold the company to Estee Lauder. I think I skipped that fact. So basically for 4 years, she was the like owner of Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, and after 4 years, she was already so big and so successful that she got bought by Estee Lauder. In 2012, Bobbi Brown Cosmetics and the Broome Street Academy in New York did a partnership, which is a school, I think. And in 2013, she did a new version of her Pretty Powerful campaign, and this time it was the Pretty Powerful campaign for women and girls. In 2014, she partnered with Sevilla for Bobbi Brown Eyewear, and she's the director of Yahoo Beauty. In 2015, she was mentioned as part of the top 100 women by BBC. And in 2018, she founded Evolution 18. And that was actually a very new fact to me, because that brand included like supplements, collagen, and all those weird pills that can make you prettier. At least they say in the advert, but it was only sold on like in Walmart. And as I've seen, this brand is not a thing anymore. But what is still a thing at this point is actually Jones Road. And if you don't know what Jones Road is, we will talk about the only drama surrounding Bobbi Brown in her whole career, and that has to do with Jones Road. But it's basically her new line. It's a clean beauty brand with like effortless makeup. And the goal is to have makeup that is not overwhelming people. Because look at the market. It's overwhelming. And that is something that Bobbi Brown wanted to tackle with her brand, by overwhelming the market with another brand. But that's another fact. I will now put on some makeup off camera, and then I will come back for the last part of this video where we are going to use this face trio, and I want to talk to you about the books that she wrote and of course that one drama. Shebang, the face is done. And to vibe with the whole Bobbi Brown vibe in general, like the natural beauty thing, I went in with the Rosing Skin Tint, a very light concealer today, a neutral eye look. By the way, spoiler alert, these are two different palettes with the exact same eye look. Back to Bobbi Brown, because we have one item open, which is this face palette. This is fairly new. This came out only this year, and I can't even tell you why I bought this, because this, I mean, the packaging is superior. Don't get me wrong. This is, by the way, fabric here on top. It's beautiful. Is this something I'm usually drawn to? Absolutely fucking not. But for whatever reason, I got sucked into this and I want to use this. And since I bought this, I have used this specific face palette more than any other of my face palettes. And I have to say, if I wasn't a collector of makeup, if I was not pursuing this like content creation thing that I'm currently trying, this could be the only face palette I own. This is, by the way, the light version. They do have a medium and a dark one. And we have, what's it called? This is Pink Glow, Full Flush, and Golden Light. So let's start with the Golden Light bronzer. And I apply this like that. Oh, it's so effortless, easy, natural. You can even build this up for a more intense look, but it's never overwhelming. It's never like a stripe of gray or a stripe of brown or like an unnatural orange tone. This is just perfection. Now for the blush shade, this is such a beautiful neutral pink, but with some rose and mauve going on without being rose or mauve. It's just so pretty. And all of the shades in here, they do have kind of a big gelée formulation that is very luxe, to be honest. If you consider buying this, please don't get like punched in the face by the price tag, because this palette I think retails for 70 euro or 75. But let me tell you, you get 3 full-size products in here. Like, these are not minis. It's maybe not indie full-size, but it's luxury full-size. Each of these pans in here have 4.5 grams. Just for comparison reasons, a full-size Hourglass blush has 4.2 grams and is around 40-ish euro. A full-size Dior blush is 4.6 grams and is also around 40-ish euro. This full-size Makeup by Mario powder blush is 4.4 grams and is around 30 euro. And this Gucci blush is 5.5 grams and retails for around 50 euro. And here you get 3 full-size products for 75. I think I paid 75 euro for that. I think this is a good value for the luxury department. And to be honest, Bobbi Brown to me is not really high-end. To me, Bobbi Brown is luxury. Luxury does not mean designer. Luxury means luxury packaging, luxury products, and a bit of a luxury price. And now let's use the highlighter. Oh, it's so fucking pretty. This is one of my favorite highlighters in my whole collection, since this is very sheeny, very soft, and it has a pink undertone, and I love pink undertone highlighters. If you're new to Bobbi Brown and if you just want to dig into a product, this is beautiful. But keep in mind, Bobbi Brown, the brand, has nothing to do anymore with Bobbi Brown. But as I said before we switched here, she wrote 9 books. So the first book came 1997 and the last was released 2017. I think the most famous book from Bobbi Brown, in my opinion, is actually the Bobbi Brown Makeup Manual. This is the OG makeup book. This was released in 2008 and I actually don't own it. When I saw those books, I was like, do I want to buy a Bobbi Brown makeup book? I'm kind of interested, but I'm kind of not. Why am I not interested? Because this is very makeup theoretical and I don't think that I'm the right consumer for this. I appreciate and I highly respect her knowledge. I highly respect the books that she wrote, but realistically, I'm not the right targeted audience for her books because my makeup style is very, very far away from hers. And I think that is nothing bad. That's no critique at all. This is just self-reflection. But before we end this kind of different, kind of short brand review on the Bobbi Brown Cosmetics brand, let's talk about the Bobbi Brown drama. And I'm not talking about Bobbi Brown Cosmetics drama. Say that 3 times in light speed, Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. You will hurt your tongue, I tell you. But please don't call me. Your fault. In 2022, 2020 was the year of TikTok. And all of a sudden, there were people crawling out of their little shitholes, taking over the beauty industry. There are people that I think are a gift to this world, because I just love the fact that they do put up content there. Then there are people who are like, okay, they're very entertaining and I like that, but I don't take the reviews seriously. I don't see them as like a serious makeup content creator, but they're a makeup entertainer. And that is something we needed at that time and we still need today, to be honest. But then there are people that I would like to call the Black Death of makeup. The makeup plague. I will just throw words at you like Lashgate. That person, makeup plague. And then there is this other person that Bobbi Brown herself got a bit into drama because, let's call her by her name, Meredith Shitberry. I think her real name is Duxbury, but for me it's Shitberry because whatever she's doing, I'm like constantly face palming. And if you don't know who she is, I'm pretty sure you saw, if you're somewhere in the makeup community, you saw at least one of her disturbing bullshit videos. She is basically known for her way of applying face products. And the way she does it is by being extraordinarily wasteful. And I think I do not exaggerate it when I say that from a 30 milliliter bottle of foundation, she uses 15 on her face. And she claims that this looks good. I don't believe a word this person says, and I don't know why she has the stage and the public eye on her, because it is just disgusting content that she's doing. I don't know. And one of the more disgusting things that she did was mocking Jones Road Beauty, because she did a review on the What The foundation. This is a foundation in a jar, one of like gel-like formulations, kind of like a bit the Chantecaille of Future Skin. I never tried the What The foundation because Jones Road is not available in Germany, but I would love to serve Jones Road if you see this. And if you want to sponsor me and if you want to like send PR, like do it. I can be your face for Germany. But that's not the point. Meredith Shitberry reviewed the Jones Road What The foundation. And what she did is, she did what she's always doing. She opened the fucking can and then she dipped her dirty little fuck fingers in that jar and smeared it around her face. Jones Road Beauty, as I said, is for clean beauty, is for low maintenance beauty, is for natural embracement. Can you guess what kind of method even is advised on the jar of the What The foundation? Small amounts. Apply a small amount on your face and blend it out. Blend it maybe out with a finger, but what did this fuckface? She smeared it around with a brush, she smeared it around with a finger, she tried to use a sponge with it, and it kind of separated into oil and pigment, because this foundation is not made for this way of application. This video was probably meant to be entertaining. Again, I think it's disgusting. And Bobbi Brown stitched that video and did a very sarcastic way of applying her What The foundation the same way Meredith Shitberry did, and was sitting there like, I wonder why this is not working. And people lost their mind. They thought this is not professional, this is not okay, this is like a childish way to respond. To be honest, I think this is the only way you can respond to a disgusting person like this Meredith thing. I know I sound really harsh, but she's a lying piece of shit on TikTok. And I hate her attitude. I hate the way she's not disclosing ads. I hate the way she's giving the vibe that everybody in that newer generation of content creators is like her, because she and that Michaela person are like the faces of the new generation of content creators. And that makes me sick to the stomach, because we are not like that. We're not all like that. I think that's a topic for a whole other video, maybe to rant about those shit persons on TikTok. But what I want to say is, this is the only drama that Bobbi Brown ever got involved in, because she is so professional. And I think the way she responded is the way you have to respond on TikTok for stuff like that. If Bobbi Brown would have stitched that video and be like, oh, dear Meredith, darling, let's do the Charlotte Tilbury vibe. You applied it completely wrong. You know what you could do? I'm so sorry that you had this experience. No, don't be sorry for that. Everything that person is doing is bullshit. You have to fight fire with fire in that case. And I thought this reaction was like, this was gold. I'm actually very curious. Have you seen this drama? Have you seen how this happened? Have you seen the videos, the stitches, the TikTok, and all the other like makeup tea channels that did videos on this like unspoken hate that was going on? 2022 was wild. Did you grow up with Bobbi Brown? Let us please know down below if you used makeup in that time. Was Bobbi Brown the brand that you started with? Do you remember any of that? I am so curious. Even though the person Bobbi Brown is not in there anymore and it's like a complete Estee Lauder brand now, the fact that they are still here in 2023, 32 years after it was founded, is absolutely mind-blowing. We have amazing new brands. Amazing. But how many brands did close down in the past 2 years? How many indie brands will close down in the next 5 years? And in this whole flooded market of brands, of finishes, of, I don't know, millions of products, millions of releases every single year, Bobbi Brown Cosmetics is still there, is still going strong, and is still selling one fucking shimmer brick a minute. And the thing is, I never recognized that because I'm not the targeted audience for Bobbi Brown. Sometimes I see brands and I see things just through the goggles of somebody who's neck deep in the makeup community, who is a collector, who is constantly trying to consume what's new here, what's new there. I want to be up to date with them. You know, I don't want to have them, but I want to be up to date what's happening. But I'm not looking at the like makeup OGs, at the OG brands, at those who basically founded what we are building new brands on today. And Bobbi Brown for me is part of that big foundation. Same as, for example, MAC Cosmetics. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this kind of different approach on this video. And don't forget to check out the info box down below. There you will find my TikTok, my Instagram, where you can buy me a slice of pizza to support this channel. I'm also now adding the Yes Star link because I talked about this in a Get Ready With Me last week. And you know, I'm very thankful for everybody who is donating through this Buy Me a Coffee link, but the biggest support that you can actually give me is subscribing to this channel, watch the videos, like it, and do comments. I love the interaction, and I love to have you all here. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.